Not just closing gaps in interstate enterprise among Nigerians, federal roads serve as a bridge for fostering social relations among citizens of different tribes. Thanks to good roads, physical connection with loved ones far off is a matter of choice. As the years roll by, successive governments have constructed more of these national connectors, but as pressure mounts on the existing ones, it puts them in not so good conditions. On Dateline 360 today, we take a spotlight on some of the federal roads across the country. I am Omotola Omojola. Welcome. The East-West Road stretches over 188 kilometers, which runs across over 1,000 agrarian communities in the Niger Delta region of the country. Although successive federal government administrations have awarded contracts for the rehabilitation and dualization of the road, motorists say the target of providing a conducive zonal road network to link up the Niger Delta with other regions is yet to be achieved. Emmanuel Lene takes a look at the present condition of the road and filed in this report.
The 338 kilometers East-West Road was initiated in 2006. The road project is very strategic, given that it connects almost all the oil-producing states and offers easy movement of people and goods around the Niger Delta region.
Since East-West Road was initiated in 2006 by the former President Olusegun Obasanjo administration, successive administrations have continued to invest several billions of naira into the construction. But 17 years after, the road is yet to be inaugurated. Several sections of the road are in a deplorable condition and have continued to be a nightmare to motorists and other road users. The deplorable state of the Bayelsa section of the East-West Road is probably occasioned by the perennial flooding challenge in parts of Bayelsa, Rivers, and Delta states.
We do pass this road often, but last year was worst anyway. But this year is manageable because some other spots, I think they have maintained some area, but it's just manageable now. But the most places, this Bomandi there is still bad. Then Mbiama here is still bad somehow, but they have patched it. It's manageable now. But if they can be able to take care of that Bomandi, I think that is one of the roughest area now.
Some of those damages were caused by the flood. So, but after the flood, they're supposed to do something about it. Like if you are used to that part of Delta State, Bomadi, from Bomadi down, from that junction down to the Bomadi is nothing to write home about.
In Rivers State, while several sections of the road have been completed, Element Junction on the axis of the road is a source of concern to motorists because of the sorry state of the road. The thousands of articulated vehicles and heavy-duty trucks which daily ply that axis of the road is said to be responsible for the dilapidated state of that road. The wear and tear is because the road is a major gateway to several multinational companies operating in that axis of the state. Although work is ongoing towards restoring parts of the road, the effect on commercial activities and businesses is quite worrisome.
Hotels along this express have suffered in the hands of the poor state of the road. The companies have pulled out. Those who are on ground, their businesses have also gone down. They have reduced the employment of their workers because they are not working at their optimum. Because the road is bad, there is now pressure on the internal roads in the village, our local villages here. And that pressure has resulted to the destruction of all the roads we have, internal roads that we have in this place. You go through Abuja now, you see that almost all the roads are bad.
A heavy-duty truck going to Onne oil and gas free zone and coming back from there to Port Harcourt, to Aba, and to other parts of the country is what is causing the problem on the road, making the road go through this deplorable condition.
Some days you come here where we are right now, you can't pass. Even to pass through your food will be a problem. All the trucks everywhere will be blocked. So in a situation where we experience all this great you see that there will be no movement. And we all know road is what makes the economic activity to be viable.
It is the expectation of many that the present administration completes this long-awaited East-West road, while also fixing the deplorable sections of this road. This is to give motorists and other road users a new lease of life and bring about socio-economic prosperity. In Port Harcourt, Emmanuel Lene for Dateline 360.
The roads in the southeastern part of the country are unusually busy at festive seasons. It is that time of the year again when this corridor witnesses the heaviest traffic. And frankly, Onyekachi reports that as the traffic builds up, it is exerting pressure on the roads and creating concerns for road users.
The southeastern part of the country records one of the highest traffic at the end of the year due to festivities. The Christmas celebration, Ofala festivals, and other socio-cultural ceremonies take place within the end of the year and the new year, making the Yuletide a period of mass return for the Igbo nation. However, the state of federal roads in the region is deplorable and indeed tragic, though some roads like the second lane of the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway and Oba-Okigwe roads are receiving attention. The Onitsha-Owerri road is a nightmare to motorists and other road users.
From Owerri road down to Mbuka, even Oba, is very bad, and they claim it's federal road. No federal intervention, no palliative to make sure that people apply the road.
Almost every week I'm workshop, buying pass, everybody.
If you buy motor, come here, problem. They say water everywhere.
The bad state of the road has negatively affected businesses situated along the axis.
The badness of the road is so bad that the motorists always divert to Ezuweka through Obosi. They are no more following this place. You can see the dryness of the road. The road is no more rideable.
The second Niger bridge was built to relieve pressure on this bridge. Nevertheless, there is still heavy vehicular traffic on this old bridge, especially during this season.
Some drivers are complaining that if they follow the second Niger bridge, that there are places boys come out and say pay us for passing through this road. So they prefer to stay here than to pass through that second Niger bridge and be paying.
Words cannot express it. We usually see it always every Tuesday. After the sit at home, it usually occur like this, especially when there is a spoiled vehicle on the bridge. So that's why we experience all this traffic.
It's still much. It's still terrible.
Are you not using the second Niger bridge?
It's because we are going towards the downhead bridge side, yeah. So there is no need of taking the other way because of the service lane there is still blocked.
There is hold up here. Government should please come to our aid with repairs from Oga Junction to toll gates, Asaba.
Commuters commended the federal government over its efforts, but called for more attention on the roads.
In Onitsha, Franklin Onyekachi reporting for Dateline 360.
Situated at the heart of Nigeria, Kogi State shares boundary with 10 other states of the Federation. Lokoja, the state capital, serves as a pivotal gateway connecting the Federal Capital Territory to the southern and eastern region. Our next package by Jonathan Omajeli examines the current conditions of the Lokoja, Abuja and Obajana-Kaba federal highways, anticipating heightened traffic in the lead-up to the Yuletide season.
Perhaps not many realized how pivotal the Lokoja-Abuja highway is to the socio-economic development of Nigeria until 2022 when the road was flooded. For days, Lokoja, The gate that leads to the eastern and southern parts of the nation from the Federal Capital Territory was firmly shut. The Kutunkarufi Aziz was a nightmare many wished they never experienced.
Because the experience last year was very, very terrible. A lot of deaths were recorded here, like you rightly observed. Animals died on this route.
Whenever Lokoja-Abuja highway bleeds, Nigeria groans. Though classified as a key economic road, there are portions of the road which are in deplorable condition, a problem that partly stems from poor construction to the pressure from heavy-duty trucks that ply the road.
Overloading, all these big trucks, they will overload it. Carry, maybe specification said they should carry 20 or 30 tons. Some will carry more than that. You understand? And the weather, when the design is very poor, you can have failure. When the design is not properly supervised, the construction is not properly supervised strictly, road failure may occur. And material being used again, if the material are substandard, it can cause road failure.
The Yuletide season is here, and in the weeks ahead, the Lokoja-Abuja highway will be one of the busiest roads in Nigeria. It is far from perfect, and at the moment, there is little happening in terms of rehabilitation works.
The Muritala Mohammed Bridge was recently a dreaded part, with deep cuts at some of the expansion joints. It has been alleged that some of the havocs are handiworks of vandals.
Before you even get to Lokoja here from Abuja, they will come out, even in the day, to come and attack you because they know that the roads are not good. The pothole, you would think maybe the delivery dug a pothole or a well.
The experience of this road is too bad. If you check from the beginning of the bridge to the end, there's a lot of pothole. Even there's a pit there now. If care is not taken, if any car enter there, it can from there jump into the water.
Drivers, however, can heave a sigh of relief as the bad portions of the bridge have been rehabilitated by FEMA. But they expect more ahead of the Yuletide.
Pleading with the federal government, they should please, even they cannot do the road, they should fill up the road so that at least we can run our things normal.
Despite the poor state of the roads, there are still brisk businesses by petty traders. The Obaja-Nakaba Highway is another road that connects the north to the southern region. Unlike the Lokoja-Abuja Highway, it was constructed with cement.
The road is a rigid pavement. We have two types of road. We have rigid and we have flexible. The rigid pavement is the best.
The road is trying to go back to how it was before. And if the government can come to the aid of our people here to intervene and make it better, I think we will be happy.
The rehabilitation of some of the danger spots along the Lokoja-Abuja Highway will not only reduce the loss of lives, but the valuable goods that are daily transported to various parts of the country using the route. For Dateline 360, Jonathan Omajali.
The condition of the Gombe-Biu Highway, noted as an economic road, is reportedly deplorable. Abbas Meikano reports that in spite of various federal government investments to reconstruct the road, it has been described by many as a death trap.
This is the ever-busy Gombe-Biu Federal Highway that connects three neighboring states of Borno, Adamawa and Gombe, covering a distance of 177 kilometers. The road has been one of the trading routes before the colonial era and currently an agro-economic corridor in the northeast due to large-scale farming activities and foodstuff markets in the area that supply farm produce to many parts of the country. However, the deplorable condition of the road, characterized by endless number of potholes and bridges that are on the brink of collapse, remain a major source of concern to the road users.
Kusan kullum ma sai an yi accident a hanyar nan. Accident dai kam in ba ya can gaba da baya ba, za a yi ta nan, za a yi a gangaren forest.
Cases of traffic accidents are being recorded almost on daily basis on this road and in different points due to the deplorable condition of the road. Lack of shoulders by the two sides of the road is one of the major reasons for such high number of accidents, and in many cases we record misunderstanding with our passengers because you cannot park properly by the roadside for them to drop.
Matsalolin da yake faruwa da mu a hanyar nan kamar shoulder yana faruwa da mu sosai.
Lack of shoulder on the sides of the road is one of the causes of accident on the road, especially when overtaking a moving vehicle. We are always praying and hoping that the government will do the needful about the condition of this road. The road has been bad for so many years now, and it's continually deteriorating due to lack of maintenance. And as a result of that, when our members are traveling to Maiduguri in Borno State, they are compelled to use the alternative routes, which is very much longer.
In Gombe here, we have about 4 major highways linking coming into the town and going out. Gombe, Bauchi, Gombe, Duku, Gombe, Bajoga, Gombe, Yola, then Gombe, Biu. And if we are to speak comparatively, based on these 4 major roads that we have, I think Gombe, Biu happens to be the one with the worst road situation.
In 2017, the Federal Executive Council under the Immediate Powers Administration approved a memo presented by the Ministry of Power, Works and Housing for the construction of this federal highway to support agriculture and grant access to the Datinkowa power plant. The award of the contract to the tune of over 27 billion naira and completion period of 24 months has made a screaming headline in some of the national daily newspapers precisely on the 15th November 2017.
Wannan kam abu ne wanda ya fito fili idan lokacin an tabbatar.
Yes, this is a story that was all over the media then. We were so happy, and work has even started, but lasted for a very short period of time before the company packed and left the site. I'm appealing to the federal government to reconsider the situation of Gombe Biu Road and the plight of our members by revisiting the issue of the contract awarded.
Wannan hanya an ba da ita ba a yi ba ne, wani abu ne faru, in ma daidai da aka yi ta kula da, in ta dawo da hankalinta wajen za ta iya magance mana wannan matsalan da idan Allah.
We used to have only a zebra point at Kwadam, but recently we have the approval of the commercial to approve another command by Wajari, so that we can have a better surveillance on the condition of that road, particularly for the motoring public.
The deplorable state of the road is no doubt impacting negatively on the economic activities along the axis, especially on transportation of people, farm produce, goods and services. Incessant flooding, lack of rehabilitation and maintenance for several decades are some of the contributing factors to the deplorable state of the roads. In Gombe, Abbas Mekano, reporting for Deadline 360.
The Kaduna Eastern Bypass Highway had in the past experienced unprecedented loss of lives and properties, and the poor conditions slowed down economic activities. Adamu Sunday gives us the situation report on the expressway, which is currently undergoing reconstruction.
The Nnamdi Azikiwe Expressway is one of the most busy highways that connects most northern parts of the country, with hundreds of daily vehicular movement, mostly articulated vehicles, moving consignments to various parts of the country. The deplorable state of the Nnamdi Azikiwe Expressway has resulted in articulated vehicles taking alternative routes, thereby causing gridlock in the city center. Being one of the most critical strategic road networks in Kaduna State, successive governments have made efforts to reconstruct the highway that has become a death trap full of potholes, with criminal elements taking advantage of the deplorable state of the road to rob commuters. Apart from the unprecedented loss of lives due to road traffic accidents, Mubarak Ibrahim and Sunday Adewale, who have been plying this road for more than 5 years, are of the view that the deplorable condition of the road has slowed down economic activities in the area.
We have a very bad experience, and the condition of the road every day is getting worse. So we are appealing to the government should please should come and intervene quickly, because every day the road is going into a very critical and bad condition.
The work they are doing is okay, but it's not moving. The work is not moving at all. And even it causes a lot of accidents. By the time they fix it all right, but it will be okay. At least it's very nice work. They are doing nice work, but it's not fast.
We saw the situation how it is. And in fact, me and my team, we have already sat down, we talked, we strategized. We are going to adopt a different strategy, and God's willing, the project is also going to start at a very fast rate.
This project upon completion is expected to decongest the city center, ease vehicular movement, and boost socio-economic activities. In Kaduna, Adamu Sunday for Dateline 360.
And it's on that note that we conclude this edition of Dateline 360. I am Omotola Omojola. On behalf of all of us at the NTA, happy holidays. God bless Nigeria.